All right, guys. Well, it's been almost a year since I saw you last time. I replaced the engine in the FJ Cruiser, and I told you I was going to be taking a trip to the Rubicon Trail to be testing the new engine out, which I did do back in June of 2023. I was on the trail from June 22nd to June 23rd, 2023. I met up with my brother Frank and my buddy from Washington, Justin. We had a great time. The engine performed flawlessly on the trail, and it has ever since over the past year. Sorry I haven't shared this footage with you until now, but after a year of waiting and holding your breath, here it is. All right, guys, it's Rubicon time. We got Frank here, had him in Sand Hollow before. That's my brother. And then we got Justin back there, always joining me on these big crazy trips in his FJ. Drove all the way down from Washington just to hang out with Frank and I. Actually, we were supposed to have 2 other people here, but they couldn't make it. So instead of 4 vehicles, we'll only have 2, which will be the smallest group I've ever been in on the Rubicon, but I think we'll be okay. This is actually supposed to be Rubicon weekend. The Land Cruiser Association of America, or maybe just the Land Cruiser Association, they're supposed to have a big event called Rubicon this week, but they postponed it until September because they were afraid there was going to be too much snow on the trail. But I've heard varying reports that there is still a ton of snow, and some people say there's not really any snow. So we shall see. There's definitely no snow on the trail here yet, but up supposedly past Observation Point, getting to Tahoma, there's supposed to be a ton of snow. So there's definitely going to be a lot of water on the trail, more than there normally is, but should make for an extra special good time. So there's mile marker 1.5. So we made it 1.5 miles in about just under an hour. Sometimes with bigger groups I've been on the trail with, we've had lunch there. So we're moving along at a pretty good clip, as they say. Clip. I'm not sure what a clip is. We're moving along at a pretty good rate. If you know what a clip is in terms of traveling quickly, let me know.
in on the Rubicon Trail, heading up the Soup Bowl. Driver.
Well, we made it to Buck Island Lake. It's been, we've been cruising right along. No problem. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We were going to camp here originally, but I think we're going to continue on to at least Rubicon Springs. Maybe we'll go camp at Observation Point. I don't know, because we're just that good. But Buck Island Lake is looking good. Beautiful as always. So yeah, it's been a long day. I've never, if we continue on, which we're gonna do, that'll be the longest I've ever driven on the Rubicon in a single day. So, pretty awesome. There's a lot of big rocks on the Rubicon, and this is a spot with some really big rocks. See if we can get Justin through this. There is a bypass down there through the forest. I made it through with no problems, so I mean, Justin should be able to make it, right? Comparably equipped FJ Cruiser. Just a little bit more than stock. There you go. That's a tight turn. Yeah. You're touching your door. Just touching now. I think it'll work itself out. Keep coming a little bit. Yeah, great, perfect. All right, start coming, driver, a little bit more. Can't steer with the locker on. Yeah. Jay, keep it back up a couple inches. Okay, there you go. Can you steer now? Oh yeah, come driver if you can. Yeah. Okay, start coming passenger. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Passenger, keep coming passenger. There's a big rock on your driver's side. All right. Not a problem. You barely scratched the paint.
Awesome.
No big deal. So when the screen turns off in a minute, how do I know what I'm pointing it at? You just tap the screen and it'll come back on.
Okay.
So Justin broke a CV axle. He's got 2 extras though, so, and all the tools to replace them.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We're about to find out.
I forgot the tool.
Are you sure it's moving?
There's a gap.
Well, there's always a gap.
Well, it's. Yeah, I think so, man. Does the gap get bigger and smaller?
Yeah.
Oh. Then I'm not sure it's moving.
You got the lasso?
I got lasso.
All right. Stick your hammer in there. Careful, Frank. Cool. Haha! All right.
Homemade lasso.
Ugh.
Thanks to my friend Ken.
We're home free now. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, the other part goes right in. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
That's dead.
broken.
Yeah. So is that just the bearing cup thing, or the shaft is broke, you think?
No, probably the
Bearing thing like normal?
the bearing cage. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Let's get the new one in there.
Yeah, we're getting it. Gonna ram it.
Stick it in there nice and square first, and then and actually use this like side as a handle and a ram, but do it as straight as possible. Without tearing your boot off there. Get in there. Huh? What? Giving a hard time. There we go.
Nice.
All right, here. Now, pull it out. All right, now bring it over. There we go. There we go. Now you got to stick those bolts back in the lower control arm.
Okay.
Got the new one in there, good as new. Now, as long as Justin doesn't break it,
Hey.
we've only got one more spare.
No guarantees.
Look at that. Right.
We're back on the trail again.
So we made it to Rubicon Springs, and we camped here last night. There haven't been too many people through here. The caretaker hasn't even arrived yet for the summer. Today is June 23rd, 2023, and it had a lot of snow this last year, so they're off to a late start this year. Lots of the outhouses are still padlocked up, and sign hasn't been put back up for the year yet. Probably fell down in the winter, I would assume. But yeah, it's relatively empty. Usually this place is pretty busy during the season. We got here at about 5:30 yesterday afternoon, and there hasn't been a single vehicle through here other than the county sheriff, who was delivering a tire to someone who broke down on the trail more toward Loon Lake. And yeah, it's just been super quiet. We have a few different options this morning. I think we're gonna head up to Observation Point, see that, and then head back down through the trail back to Loon Lake. We could turn around right now, or we could fight our way through the snow to the Tahoma side, which has been done at this point, but barely. Oh, there's a bug on my camera. Yeah, some people that came through yesterday, we saw them, and they said we wouldn't recommend it because they took like most of a day to get through it. And I don't know if we want to do that. And if we go all the way through to Tahoma, then I've got to drive the FJ back like 80 or 90 miles back to the Loon Lake trailhead. And those tires don't like driving on the freeway. I'll use up about a significant amount of rubber driving on that much pavement. So I think we're gonna head all the way back on the trail back to Loon Lake, which will be fun. I've never done it backwards. Going up Big Sluice, that should be interesting, especially for Justin. But I'm sure we'll make it. Hopefully we don't break anything else. All right, so I think the consensus is that we're gonna do the up to Observation and then do the whole trail backwards. Not really backwards, just the other direction. But should be a good day. I think we'll probably end up back at what's the name of that lake? What's it called?
Something Island.
Buck Island. That's right.
There we go.
We'll end up back at Buck Island tonight, probably, barring any unforeseen circumstances. So we've got a few obstacles, and then we'll get to Cadillac Hill, which is always fun. I guess all the snow's melted off of that because it has exposure to the sun, which is good because snow on that would be exceptionally bad. Observation point.
And then I do,
Now we're gonna go do the whole trail all over again.
and then
I normally fly my drone up here, but I didn't charge the batteries enough, so not gonna happen on this trip. But you can go check out all my other Rubicon trail videos. I think there's 4 or 5 of them. If you want to see some drone footage of the observation point. Made it back to last night's camp spot, and this is a really great time of year to come just after the trail opens, because we just drove all the way from Rubicon Springs up to observation point, or lookout point, whatever it's called, and we didn't see anybody else until we just got back to Rubicon Springs. Those are the first people we've seen in well,
since yesterday.
Oh, well, since yesterday, but that's pretty unusual for the Rubicon Trail, so pretty happy about that. This is pretty great. No traffic. Hopefully we won't run into any traffic going up Big Sluice. Can't imagine that would be a ton of fun. We shall see. Letting Frank do a little driving. He seems to have a little anxiety about it. I asked him if he was scared. He said no, just anxious. Yeah, perfect. Keep coming. A little more driver. A little more driver. Driver more. There you go. Okay, now straighten out. You're good. Yeah. Stay close to the tree. Straighten out. Straighten out, yeah, there you go. Come, driver. Yeah. All right. Coming down. Yeah. Come hard, driver. Hard. There you go. There you go. You're gonna hug the tree. Come, driver. Driver. There you go. Just lock it for a second. There you go. Go, driver. Yeah. That's your bumper. There you go, you got it. Oh. There you go. There you go. Gotta work those sliders. So we made it to Buck Island by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think we're gonna continue on to Loon Lake. We're just moving too fast. So, but we're having a great time. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, we had a great time on the trail. It went really fast. It went a lot faster than I had thought. When we got to the end of the trail, we decided not to plow our way through the snow to get all the way out to Tahoma and just turn around. And it only took about 5 hours to get back to Loon Lake, which was pretty unexpected actually. And you never know when you're out on the Rubicon Trail. It could take days if something breaks or whatever. But it went really fast. We got back to the Loon Lake trailhead. Thought about spending another night on the trail, but we were out there. It was going really smooth and just didn't see a reason to do that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I do have some more new old content I'm going to be sharing with you in the short future. No, very shortly. And on this same trip, I headed out to Moab and we did some stuff in the San Rafael Swell in Utah. So I'll be sharing that with you really soon. Again, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time, guys.